hotly whir the fans of the ancient cold machine, searching its system. So everybody, welcome to another episode. This is your host Nino, and what you're looking at right now is Haiku Beta 4. See, I had been trying Haiku in the past at beta 2 times, and it was already rock solid over then. That was years ago. And this is so beautiful. But first, a little bit of background. Now, I have tried all sorts of Linuxes, and some were really stunningly beautiful and very nimble, like Antics. But nonetheless, you see, Linux is what I run on my main laptop. So the experimental OS certainly had a certain charm, right? I mean, there was Reactos, which, however, did not manage to get onto the internet. And then there was AROS, the Amiga Research Operating System, which looked actually curious. I might have kept that too, but it was too limited and unfortunately with regard to its disk, too unstable. Like anything happens and it refuses to boot and you have no fixation possibility. But Haiku, as opposed to those alpha thingies, is way more mature. They call it Beta 4, they can call it whatever they wish, but it's actually an awesome system. Now, when installing, I discovered one thing which didn't work, admittedly. I wanted to give it a disk block size of 8K rather than the default 2K, and when I did that, it wasn't able to boot. So I stuck at the default 2K, and here we are. So, I have no clue of Haiku. That much I admit as well. But you see, it's not a nasty system. In fact, it was, for a time, a candidate to become the new Mac OS after classic Mac OS. It's just that the guy who was having at the time the rights to the BEOS system, which was like the system in question, was, well, requiring a too high amount of money from Apple. Apple wasn't ready to pay and got back Steve Jobs on board, and the rest is history. But the system, BEOS itself, which was closed source, was replicated or cloned or like re-established, and this is Haiku. So that is what you're seeing in front of you. This is not itself actually a Unixoid, it's like an own thing, and in the 90s it was famous for being able to play a movie while browsing the internet, while doing something else on a very measly processor, so that was unheard of at the time. Windows certainly couldn't do anything like it, nor could OS 2, but BEOS could. And well, nowadays these feats are nothing exceptional. Lots of systems can do them, but nonetheless Haiku is lightning fast. This thing boots like a rocket. Everything here takes no time, and the graphical user interface, as opposed to Unixoids, is not something separate. It's not like this is actually running on real Haiku and the graphical interface is just some other program. No, it is part of the system. So in that regard, you already have here one first quite big difference from the Unixes. It is a friendly system for a Blade Runner, like here with the option show replicants. I have no idea what replicants are. I will have to still learn about it, but given its stability, it is of course much more interesting than, well, the other hobby OS options, right? Though Reactos still irks me. These guys really should make it easier to access the internet. If that would be possible, then I mean, yeah, they are forever in alpha. They are seeing Windows in Redshift. They are never approaching it, but what they have achieved is very remarkable. So this is Haiku's shell. In the previous version I was using, it was actually telling you that this is a variant of Bash. But I do believe it might have GCC. Yes, it does. GCC version, please. Ooh, modern. So we have modern GCC actually, like, that's nice. And Haiku Depot, I believe, is where we can get stuff. We want stuff. We want a lot of stuff, right? We have a software updater. Maybe I should turn that on. Checking for updates. Whoa, lots of updates. Yeah, go ahead, update now. Yeah, you see, the shell is actually bash. Oh man, I love this. We're having a comparatively modern Python. That's not bad. I would be able to install PC Basic over it, I believe. And like, look at this. Zoom, zoom. Not weighty as in lots of the other systems, but just like as fast as it gets. It does get, by the way, my wireless card. It's just right now on an Ethernet connection, so I don't bother with it. But nonetheless, this is a fast system. So while it updates itself, we may look at some other things. We do have a user guide. I find that friendly. I'm new to this system. I need a user guide. And you see everything. This is web positive. It's browser. Everything is so cute. Like, so light. As if Galadriel wrote an operating system or something. So you're having here about the file types and what you can do. And it doesn't look quite so... yeah, it had such a possibility of stacking and tiling and things like that. How was that working? Yeah, in this animation, the user clicks on the tabs of the stacked windows. So you see how this is working. We might try to do that. Connected like this, the group of windows can be moved and resized together. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know how this is done, but it would be nice to do. What do I do? Do I click? Oh, no, it's not that. Hold the option. What is an option? Is it the Alt key? No. Is it the Windows key? Oh yes, it is. Look, I did it. Oh my god. This was cool. So here's the software updater and here's web positive. Oh, this is awesome. So you're having something like tabbed browsing just in the real operating system. I mean, this is nice. What applications have we got by default? I know that Haiku Depot has the hell of a lot of good stuff. But this thing is delivered apparently. Okay, terminal we saw. TV, well, who cares? Web positive, we do have a browser. Serial connect. Poor man. I have no idea what poor man is. What is poor man? Show me. This must be some sort of HTML server. Create public HTML, like what else is it? No, we're not doing that. Then, but it is nice to have web server on the default install, right? Because if for any reason USBs would not be working with a web server, I could still exchange data with whatever else I want to. So PE looks like some sort of text editor. Hey! Haiku! Yeah, whatever. So Haiku works. So great. No, don't save. This is so cute. Like, this is such a cute system, you know? It's not like this like retro darkish cute like body, which I loved, I admit. But it is such a like light-winged cute. We have a MIDI player and a media player. If I get a couple of MIDI files, I may play them. But don't forget, they tried to replicate BEOS. So maybe BEOS had something about MIDI. Mail is nice. Magnify, well, I will not magnify anything. Haiku Depot is their equivalent of Synaptic, of the package manager. Expander must be some archiver. Drive setup, God knows. Disk usage. Yeah, how big is this? Show me. Scan. Scanning Haiku. I decreased the partition just to be sure that it can format it. It used 3 GB. I mean, wow. A reboot is necessary in order to complete the update process. You know what? Let's complete the update process. Oh, whoopsie daisy, I should have rebooted, right? Okay, restart system. Let's see how fast will the restart go. How was that for a shutdown, huh? All right, so the machine with the 20-year-old processor. And booting. That truly is record speed so far. In less than 1 minute on a 20-year-old processor, we got a reboot. I don't think any other system except perhaps MS-DOS or FreeDOS, of course, nowadays, can beat that. This is instantaneous. This is ridiculous. This is awesome. Let's go to Haiku Depot. Would it be acceptable to send anonymous usage data? Oh yes, sure, go ahead. If I can do something for you after all you do for me, I shall be all the happier. So, reading the repository data. Let's see what you've got. Show me what you got. Like in Rick and Morty, right? Okay. But you see a synchronizing package data and just the update previously, so the network is recognized just nicely. And there we start to have things. So we are having here Kemu. In other words, I could be running whatever I want. We have Arduino, which is rather amazing. I don't think I will program my microcontrollers from here, but apparently I totally could. Army knife, art paint, Audacity. Yes, sure. Install Audacity. I don't know whether I have audio, but we will figure that out in a moment. Apply changes. So it is installing Audacity while I'm watching here. B-Book. Picasso. Yes, this must be some sort of book reader, and the other thing is some sort of paint program. I need both. So I'll take these, but I will not let you wait while I do so. Like, I'll just have a look at it. BPDF, yes, sure. But let's see what they have. Caligra suit. Wow, that's nice. And Calibre. This is great. So I would be having book readers. I'll install everything here. None of these things is big. Like what? DOSBox, important, because that opens the world of MS-DOS with all the programming languages one finds there, including things like COBOL and ADA and whatnot, which I will never use. Genesis Commander, well, but this must be some sort of, ghostwriter for PDFs. Genesis Commander is a file manager, 2-panel file manager, perfect. So can I increase this somehow? Yeah. GIMP was there. Inkscape. I mean, what would one possibly want more? Krita, Crusader, Kwrite, LibreOffice. I'm having a serious office productivity suite. Cool. Midnight Commander. Oh, luxury. NetSurf, OpenShot. OpenShot? Seriously, the OpenShot video editor? Okay, one thing might be a bit critical though. Do we have any browser apart from Web Positive? Well, Otter and NetSurf. I will install. Oh, and Epiphany. Yes, the GNOME browser formerly named Epiphany. So I will be able to browse the net too. Well, I think I'm going to go now on an installation orgy and see how it goes. Let's actually, you know what? Let's just install Epiphany first and try that out, because if I can package Epiphany requires blah blah blah, but none of the providers can be installed. Allow the installation of Cairo. I am using a beta system after all. It was Pango and Cairo. If I ignore the problem for now. Solution 2, do not install providing Epiphany. What the hell is this? Okay, like, will this work? Can I do something about that? I did not want to deinstall Cairo, although I'm not exactly sure why I will need it, because I'm afraid that something might break. Okay, so our first difficulty, but we do not immediately give up just because there's some sort of difficulty, right? We will bravely handle things here. Okay, if I close this, if I go to Haiku depot, I thought I can install everything. This is likely just some intermediately thing. I cannot believe that I'm the only guy who wants to install a browser. So this is certainly going to be fine. Browser, right? I mean, worst case, worst comes to worst, I will be running with Otter, which itself is nice. Okay, I allowed the installation of Cairo. And lots of stuff is going to be installed. Install package WebKit and so on. Okay, apply changes. Let's see whether it will whether it will install Epiphany, and let's see how much of my system will crash due to me having uninstalled Cairo. So I got here a button open. Yeah, let's do that. Open web. Show me. Oh, okay, let's go to the BBC as we always do. bbc.com. Hey, it loaded it just nicely. Yes, I agree. Advertising cookies, I do not agree. Well, Hawaii disaster. Always the great. Always the great news. US returns haul of stolen artifacts to Italy. So I can actually browse here very comfortably. All right, I have a browser. And that's great. And I have Python 3. With Python 3, I also have one further web server actually, because Python can start the HTTPD module anywhere. So I definitely have a possibility of data exchange. Now the only... We're on display on the manual collection. I'm just clicking this in order to see how fast will it load another web page. But if I can browse, and if I can install and use LibreOffice, then frankly speaking, I don't really need much more. And then I really have the system for this computer. An experimental operating system. You'll have to admit, come on, I really want to see this. Open a new tab, yes. And stop loading it here. So kultura.gov.it takes its sweet time to load, but I don't know how it would be in any other browser. Let's go back. So, key Crimea bridge targeted by missiles, Russia says. Let's see. So we can surf here. And regarding here, well... I don't know, but I would have to check whether that is even the fault of the browser, whether that's even Epiphany's fault. Or we could do something else. We could go for applications web positive. Where are you? And try Haiku's native browser. And if it doesn't open it, then just simply we may assume that none of this is doing anything. Oopsie daisies. So this please is be gone. And paste. And enter. And we're getting some DuckDuckGo page. And this must be it. Okay, so it takes an eternity, and DuckDuckGo was searching for it, so that's not the fault of the browser. The browser is just fine. What is CNN doing? God knows. So clear, yes. CNN.com. What then? Would that show anything? Yeah, timeout was reached. I can live with that. Okay, so we are able to browse the net. That is what it looks like so far. And awesome. Just awesome. Really, they should never have invaded. Now, is unresponsive. Kill await. Oh, that's nice. If I have a kill possibility, that's actually positive. Okay, so we have web browsing. I will install a couple of others too, but nonetheless. Let's go to LibreOffice. Yeah. LibreOffice. Anybody here? Nobody here. Very good. Install LibreOffice. Let's see. Will there be any issue with that? Apply changes. Nobody was whining about Cairo. It installed it. I don't have an open option, but maybe I will have it for the single programs. So applications, please. You see a sensible menu, not one of those try to catch something menus. Yeah, but I have no idea where it is. Okay, applications again. Haiku depot, blah blah blah. I don't seem to see where LibreOffice is. Ah, up there. Saw it. Oh, recent applications. How super comfy. And let's try Writer. That's the main thing I'll be caring about. Let's see how fast it fires it up, whether it fires it up. Oh my god. I love it. I love this. For the first time, do you want to learn what's new? No, actually I don't. So can I make this big somehow? Maybe this way. I have decreased my screen resolution on purpose a little bit so that you have an easier time seeing what I'm doing. Hey there. And let's see. Noto serif. Well, what else do we have? Do we have something like Times New Roman? No, we don't. Who cares though? Noto serif is good enough. Noto serif display makes it weirder. Okay, so these seem to be just simply the fonts, some sort of Noto fonts. I shall be fine with that. This seems to be the equivalent of Times New Roman. So, can I should be able to save this as a PDF anyway, right? So what happens if I save it on the desktop as untitled? I don't want a file with spaces. And if I would save it as PDF, do I have that option actually? Word, Office XML, text, rich text, Word. Oh, that's a pity. I don't seem to have a PDF setting. Oh, well, then not. Like, well, then I would be just selling it, saving it as anything normal. I'll then not bother saving it. The question was, can I turn it as a PDF into a PDF or export as? Ah, yeah, that is what I was looking for. Export directly as PDF. Yes. To the desktop, untitled PDF. That would be great, please. Okay, I'm closing this, not saving it. Untitled PDF. Oh my goodness, I am entirely able to exchange documents with whatever I want. And I can save it also into a format which everybody can read. I have no reason not to use this amazing system. I can move this now to the trash, yes please. If I open the trash, I would be then emptying the trash. And pretty much that's it. I have my system. Only desktop. Haiku config, so... Oh. Okay, I will explore that later on. I apparently have here an option to open the terminal. I have here something about the backgrounds. Oh well, placement not manual, but scale to fit, apply. That's terrible. Because I have a too low resolution, I assume. Maybe center, apply. Yeah, that's beautiful. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Haiku. That will be the operating system alternative to Windows XP on this computer from 2007. I may, on another hard disk, continue certain experiments because it just was too funny and too nice, and I acquired a taste for that. But the actual working system will be this. I highly recommend it, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope we shall meet soon again here, and I would be very happy if you were to become regular guests. Until then, I wish you a wonderful time, and from me, goodbye.